More than 2,000 years ago, on the shores of the Mediterranean Sea, a new city began to rise. Alexander the Great dreamed of creating a place that would connect the ancient world through trade, culture, and knowledge. At first, Alexandria was only a growing harbor surrounded by construction, ships, and endless ambition. But the city grew rapidly. Merchants, travelers, and scholars arrived from every corner of the known world, filling its marble streets with life. Soon, Alexandria became one of the richest and most advanced cities on Earth. Its markets were filled with goods from distant lands, while philosophers and scientists gathered inside its legendary halls of knowledge. The great Library of Alexandria became a symbol of human curiosity, attracting some of the greatest minds of the ancient world. As the city expanded, grand avenues, temples, and beautiful districts transformed Alexandria into the intellectual and cultural heart of an empire. For centuries, this magnificent city stood as a beacon of civilization, wealth, and discovery along the Mediterranean coast. Alexandria was no longer just a city. It had become the center of the ancient world. Its royal districts were filled with marble palaces, fountains, and gardens overlooking the Mediterranean Sea. Inside the great library, thousands of scrolls preserved the knowledge of entire civilizations. Scholars from across the world traveled here to study science, philosophy, mathematics, and medicine. The harbor of Alexandria connected Egypt to distant lands. Hundreds of ships arrived carrying gold, spices, silk, and ideas from every corner of the known world. In massive halls, philosophers debated the mysteries of life and the universe. For many people, Alexandria represented the peak of human civilization. Greek and Egyptian cultures blended together throughout the city. Temples covered in hieroglyphs stood beside Greek statues and marble courtyards. At night, Alexandria transformed into a sea of firelight. The lighthouse illuminated the harbor, while festivals and celebrations filled the streets with music and crowds. Deep inside the city, busy markets and narrow stone roads never slept. Merchants, travelers, and citizens from many cultures walked through its endless districts. High above the city, astronomers studied the stars from rooftop observatories. Alexandria was not only rich and powerful, it was a city searching to understand the universe itself. As the sun set over the Mediterranean, philosophers gathered beside the sea, discussing ideas that would shape history for centuries. At its peak, Alexandria was the greatest city of the ancient world, a place where knowledge, wealth, culture, and ambition came together like nowhere else on Earth. Some historians believe the library contained hundreds of thousands of scrolls. Knowledge from Greece, Egypt, Persia, and India was gathered inside its walls. Even after sunset, the city remained alive. Traders, scholars, and sailors filled the streets late into the night. Alexandria attracted some of the greatest minds of the ancient world. Many discoveries made here would influence science for centuries. The golden age of Alexandria was slowly coming to an end. The city remained alive, but its former energy was fading. The great centers of knowledge that had once attracted scholars from across the world were becoming quieter. Political struggles and economic decline gradually weakened the city. The institutions that had once guided one of the world's greatest civilizations began to lose their influence. The decline could also be seen in the harbor. For centuries, Alexandria had connected Egypt to the wider world. Now, fewer ships arrived from distant lands, and trade no longer flowed as it once had. Across the city, signs of decline became impossible to ignore. Markets closed, districts emptied, streets that had once been crowded with merchants and travelers grew quiet. Then came periods of conflict and destruction. Fires swept through parts of the city, and smoke rose above the skyline that had once symbolized the height of human achievement. Alexandria survived, but it was no longer the city that had amazed the ancient world. Much of its wealth, influence and knowledge had been lost. Yet its legacy never disappeared. The discoveries made here shaped science for centuries. The ideas preserved within its libraries influenced generations of scholars across continents. Today, little remains of the city that once stood as the greatest center of learning and trade in the Mediterranean. But for centuries, Alexandria was one of the greatest cities humanity had ever built.